ever have one of those games growing up that whenever you talk to somebody about, you generally get this reaction from them?
What the fuck is that?
I get this all the time with Dynamite Headdy. Such a shame too, because it's one of those games that should have got its own franchise. Or at the very least, its own sequel.
Our hero here is Headdy, a puppet with a detachable head, and he'll shoot you with it. Just think Rayman, but he gives you head instead. Okay, now story time! This looks like a very happy place. Wouldn't mind living here. What the hell? No. It just went into apocalypse mode thanks to a puppet king named Dark Demon who manages to capture our little headbanger and attempts to have him incinerated. This cheerfulness? It's just a little deceiving, don't you think? Whoa, wow! Just look at him! He's on crack! Oh, don't worry, Headdy. It'll wear off soon. Ah, now who's this? Trouble Brewing the Bear? Fuck you, that's Tailless Cat and I don't care what anyone says. Oh yeah, and check out the Japanese version of him. That's just a little disturbing.
Jesus Christ. Look at those eyes. It's like he's looking into my soul.
And now, the training area. I always thought this was an awesome way to teach how the game works to new people. It's completely optional, and I thought the head case and hangman part was pretty fun. But what the hell happened to Bo's training part? Oh my god, will you slow down and shut the fuck up already? Ah! Now I suppose I should talk about why I consider this game a classic. If Dynamite Headdy has anything going for it, if the art style and music doesn't do anything for you, it's definitely its variety. No two levels ever feel the same, and they're always introducing something new. Some minor, some game-changing, and the same goes for Headdy's arsenal of heads. First off, we got the Hammerhead. It essentially triples your damage, and pretty much a must for a certain boss. The Triple Head, basically this game's splitter. The Bomb Head, and to be honest, I never found a real use for it, but here. And also, you have 5 seconds to shoot it, or else you're giving up a life. The Vacuum Head, which will pretty much suck up anything on screen. The Empty Head, which will make you invincible to attacks. The Mini Head shrinks you, mostly situational, and once again, it's a definite must for a boss. The Protection Head. This was such a waste, as it's pretty much useless compared to the Warhead in just about every way. Has longer range, it hits better, and it just happens to be one of my favorites. The Spike Head lets you climb walls, but it is kind of tricky to use at first. It's very situational, as that's all you use it for. The Sleepy Head lets you heal yourself. The Super Head, which gives you more speed, jump height, and shot distance. The Ticker Head, which stops time. Now the next few are just weird, even for this game. You got the Liberty Head, which sends you to a bonus game to play basketball. I guess New York is the only place that plays it? Yeah, I know. Can't even think of a good joke for it, it's just that far-fetched. A Pig Head, which he uses to shoot star snot at you. What? Never heard of a snot shot before? Me either. Last and certainly least, we've got this. Racial Stereotype Head, aka the Head Trip. After looking it up, apparently this is supposed to represent Buddha. I don't know, this looks like something completely different to me. But anyway, it seems Headdy had quite the ganja munchies for this transformation, as it weighs him down to the point he can only crawl and can't even jump. Christ, look at the animation for it. It's like he's reaching for a joint that's ever so slightly getting pulled away from him. I'm up to 2 drug jokes. If I haven't persuaded you to check this game out now, I'm never going to.
Holy Fuck, that was a lot of head. There's that pun again.
But, like I was saying earlier, this game has a lot of variety to it, and it doesn't just end in its arsenal of heads. Every level feels unique in its own way, and it's always throwing something new and interesting at you. Whether it's the three-dimensional floor level, changing the stage to the backstage.
Oh, shit. Sorry, bud. Oh, well, at least you get to look at the sweaty strongman working those cranks. Lucky you.
Or to the point it's practically a different genre, like the Fly, and shit, there's more heads. Okay, you got the plane head. Great for the most part, and it lets you shoot left or right. The jet head, which is great for bosses, and the bird head. Don't use it! Blows! But there are a few things that make Dynamite Headdy shy away from that near perfection. Like the couple heads I had mentioned earlier. The jump in difficulty later in the game, which will catch some off guard, to be honest. And this fucking part. It's so boring. Come on, just get over here so I can fucking hit you already.
You've got a secret bonus point.
A secret bonus point for waiting this long? Go suck a dick. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this poor bastard. I don't know what he did, but every time he shows up, Headdy goes out of his way to assault him. And that's just for some extra points. You can leave him be, but we as sadistic players will probably never do this. But even the bosses and mini-bosses are great in this game. Well, mine's the secret boss. It hits you with money? What the hell? It's always fun and interesting how you have to defeat one. Could be as simple as hitting the tail of Mad Dog, getting behind Spinderella to hit it, or knowing what to hit like on the mannequin. Ha! I fucking told you I was gonna get you for that, you little cocksucker. And then there's plenty of times where it makes you change up your strategy. Like which half you want to take up first. Ah, shit! He's got me, and he's hitting me with me! Fuck, let go! But there are a couple bosses that can seriously go eat shit and die. Babyface and especially Twin Freaks. I spent years trying to beat this motherfucker, and it was only until I started recording footage that I was finally able to beat him.
What the hell happened here? Even Dark Demon isn't this goddamn hard, and he's the final boss. Fuck me.
Other than the Hammerhead helping out, there's no trick in beating him. You need to be that skillful, or you'll get a game over before you know it, cause this bastard drains continues. This also applies to Triple Bruin. That bear you will fight countless times over stardom is always changing up his tactics to try and take you out. And they are generally pretty fun, except this part. Nobody fucking wanted that. Nobody likes waiting. Hey, will you get off? Oh, now look what you did. Robotnik, take notes. This is how you do it. You have the weight to do it too, fatty. Now you mix this in with good control and style, and you have a game that should be in any Genesis collection. And if you're into that indie crowd, definitely pick up this game.
And there you have it. Dynamite Headdy might not be the greatest game out there, but... fuck it. Who the hell am I kidding? Dynamite Headdy is one of the best platformers you can own on the Genesis. If you don't have one, well, you can buy it on the Wii Virtual Console, or buy the Ultimate Genesis Collection on the PlayStation 3 and 360. And if you don't, you're